I think something's wrong with me. Because every time that I like a guy and I start to talk to him for a little bit, I fall way too hard. It takes me a long time to get to know a guy, to like him, to want to actually even talk to him. By the time I get to that point of actually talking to them, I already know that I like them. So then I go a little too hard. I get it. I become loyal to them in the talking stage. I try and treat them really well. I want to do nice things for them. I tell my friends about them. And then something happens and they just stop responding to me. They just ghost me. I never really get closure and then I just simmer on it. I'm an overthinker, so I overthink every conversation we've ever had. And then I go back into my little hole for the next few months and then another guy comes along and the same thing happens again. Over and over and over. It's a cycle. It's a pattern.
Baby, 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 would you really go ahead and would you go ahead and just cry? Cry, 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 cry. I stood when they
I got home, calling, young the back of his mind is Coretta, and she knows, and not.
But here you are telling us that you're a lover girl. You're retired and you can go back into the game at any point in time that you want. And you're wondering why men ghost you? It's because you have this type of content on your page. You don't know, once again, what these men are seeing. And the way that you present yourself, I don't know why modern women think that a man is the only one that has to do the presenting, that has to be immaculate. You've got to pull out the chair. You've got to be a perfect gentleman. You got to show the utmost chivalry. But then you get online and post stuff like this. How is this respectful to your man? How is this respectful to a potential partner? Is it, well, and this is crazy. This is crazy. Because these types of women say, I want a man that's loyal, a man that's faithful, a man that's respectful. But then you get online showing your body and then saying, I'm going to continue to show my body. Oh, and by the way, I've done it before. And you're not going to hold that over me. You're not going to say to me that I shouldn't have been doing what I was doing, because that was just a journey for me to go through what I had to go through to get to where I am. No, ma'am. You did not have to go through all those guys. I can see if you was out here, maybe you had like a few of them, you was experimenting, but at some point in time, it becomes irresponsible. What is the line for you? For modern women, it seems to be nothing. There's not anything that I won't do. I'll go as far as I want to. And if a man in my future who's trying to date me should say something about it, then he's insecure and he only dwells on the past. Interesting.
I just broke up with my boyfriend and he immediately came over and said, we're not doing that. Mm-hmm. He goes, we're not doing that. That's not happening. We're not doing that. So I didn't break up with him. He deleted the text. He said that didn't happen. It's kind of funny. I'm confused.
Hi, it's me. I just wanted to say that I'm safe. I'm still dating my boyfriend, and the only reason I was whispering is because of where I live. It has nothing to do with him. He wasn't even here when I recorded that. So hope that answers all your questions. Thank you for the concerns, but everything's fine. Bye.
Exactly. And it was probably women in the comments, leave him, get away from him. He's dangerous. He's toxic, and not really knowing the full situation. But in all fairness, you didn't give him a lot to work off of. So this is why in relationships and marriage, people say, be careful what you put out there, because you're going to have to come back and defend it. You're only going to give your side of the story, and people are not really going to understand context behind what's being posted. So be careful.
My married friends are like, you should enjoy being single. Embrace it. The grass isn't always greener. Okay, maybe not, but I bet the inside of your wallet is.
Dang.
How is that dual income household treating you?
Got it.
So I'm getting ready to go out right now, and I was just thinking, because I went on a date like a few weeks ago, and I literally told the guy, I was like, look, I'm really enjoying my life right now. So I wouldn't say I'm like actively looking for a relationship, because I don't want the stress that comes with like dealing with a man.
So why are you on the date if you don't want the stress of dealing with a man? Now you're essentially wasting his time and his money. Get your stupid behind back in the house and stop playing around with people.
In my life. And he was like, no, I get that. I respect that. I don't want to add stress to you. I want to enhance your life. I want to blah, blah, blah. I haven't heard from that man in 3 weeks.
Exactly. Just say what you need to say and get out of there. Because she's playing games. Why would you go out on a date and then say that? Do these modern women think that they're invincible? Like I can say what I want to say and there's no consequence? I can tell somebody I'm here on this date, but I'm not really. And they get mad and complain that men be on dating apps talking about, I want something short term. I'm just looking for something casual. They get on the date and then they say, well, I'm not really looking for anything serious. Well, sir, you just wasted my time. Well, ma'am, you just wasted my time. He didn't call me back. He ghosted me. Why would he? You just told him to his face. You're not looking for anything serious.
He said, I will be your peace, baby. You ain't gonna hear from me again. All right, cool. Bet, thanks. Yeah, feeling pretty peaceful now. Appreciate that.
About dating a man who's like below mid, who's just like really not conventionally attractive by any extent. They have such a big ego boost and they get delusional, and then
That's an interesting statement coming from you.
they think that they can pull all these hot chicks. The ugliest guy I ever dated cheated on me. Looking back on it now, I
Would you consider yourself to be in the hot chick area category?
really think it's because he thought like I can pull her. I was so smoking when I was 25. You guys
Girl.
don't even play. And dating the guy that's really
Girl, don't do that. Don't do that. I mean, all right.
really hot is also potentially a trap. A lot of them know that they're hot, which is like a huge ick. I dated one guy that was so hot and he didn't know it, but that made him even more hot. The hot guys that know that they're hot, they're used to getting women. They're constantly, at least in my experience, they're always looking. Like, what else is out there? Like, I beg this girl, but can I beg this girl? Can I beg this girl? I'm over saying not all men. I'm at the point where I will be talking in generalizations. And I had this realization last night. I was talking with my friend who, she loves Love is Blind. And I've never seen it. I guess there's like Love is Blind UK, and right now there's Love is Blind Habibi. She said it's really interesting because we think men are this way in our little pocket of the world. But then I watch these shows and it's like, all men are the same. And I told her, I said, this is what TikTok has confirmed for me. I've opened up this conversation multiple times with women on this app. What are men like in your country? What are men like in your country? And it's a resounding
Girl, you stupid. This is stupid. You watch TV to study the patterns of men. These dating shows, they cast certain people that they want, or else they can't be on the show because it wouldn't be entertaining. You know this. You're old enough to know this. Reality shows, why would they put people on the show if they're not interesting? You see some of the most craziest, weirdest, wildest people. And even when you have a whole bunch of normal people, TV shows do a great job of building suspense so that you're, oh man, I gotta see the next episode. Cliffhanger, so that you continue to watch. They get just a bunch of normal, regular, everyday people. Then who's going to watch that? They're going to see it as, oh, well, you're just like me. Why would I want to watch you? Come on, guys.
Was online dating in the year 2024. Well, I had someone like me first, so I matched with them. They immediately sent, hey, I'd love to take you out this weekend, get to know you. I responded and said, straight to the point, I love it. How's this Friday sound? And then he unmatched me.
Do some girl time here because I have a serious question. How are my girls dating in 2024? Because I am not newly single. It's been almost a year and it's been great. But here are my dilemmas, okay? I don't feel like I leave the house enough for me to just bump into someone at a bar or a club or anything. Like, we don't do that anymore in our 30s. And then I also am like social, but I have to come home and recharge my battery. And I work so much that I'm not out like all the time. No guy is going to hit on me at the gym because that's like a no-no, right? And then also I swore I would never do a dating app. I hate dating apps, but I decided I might have to do a dating app because I don't go out enough to not have a dating app. So I tried the dating app and it was terrible. Like, I told myself I'd give it 1 month and it was just garbage. So I'm just wondering, like, how are you guys meeting men out here? How are you guys dating out here? How are you finding your husbands out here? Is it through friends? Because my friends are not coming through.
You need to listen to understand. You need to listen to understand our perspective.
Let's compromise. We'll listen more if you shut the fuck more.
Dang.
I don't know when men really started to get the audacity, but I don't think that online dating has done much for them because I'll be honest, I was done and then I got back on because my friends wanted me to give it another go and my mom and everybody under the sun.
So it didn't have anything to do with So it didn't have anything to do It didn't have anything to do with you sitting at the house lonely and crying, and it didn't have anything to do with you going over their house late at night when they trying to sleep, pestering them and bothering them about you needing a man and looking for a man, and they say, well, why don't you try this? Why don't you try that? Anything to just get you out my face so I can go back to sleep. It was them telling you to do that.
And so I was like, sure. I found somebody that I thought was really nice and we had some good conversation. He asked me out right away, but I said, okay, before we go out Saturday night, I would like to FaceTime because I always ask to do that. I just want to verify the person's photos on an app is the real person. It's a safety thing as a woman. I think it's fair. He says that's fine. That was supposed to be last night because if it doesn't happen, I'm not going. And I don't know if he thought that was like a joke, but he totally forgot about the FaceTime. Didn't happen. So for me, I'm not going on the date. Okay. And he doesn't text me at all today. It's past 6 o'clock. So 5:30 rolls around. I check in, which I shouldn't even have done, but I did it because I'm trying to be less dismissive. He was sleeping the whole day and says, when are we meeting up? And it's like 6 o'clock. And obviously I'm not ready to go anywhere. And I was like, I don't know if you think we're still meeting up, but I
look like you out there in Cali. So if I'm looking at the trees and I'm looking at your necklace, that's a pretty expensive necklace. I'm looking at your car. Your hair is done. Your whole aesthetic. Car seems like it's a pretty nice car. So you got a little bit of money. That's what I'm assuming right here, just looking at whatever's going on with you. And if you're in a nice part of town, LA, y'all play games out there if y'all want to. But all this foolishness about, oh man, I ain't gonna settle. Okay, yeah, in LA, them men ain't gotta settle neither.
I'm not going to do that. We didn't FaceTime. Like, I wanted to FaceTime. And he was like baffled and just wrote me off because I wanted to feel safe and because I wanted a date to be planned ahead of time, not just randomly meet up with somebody from the internet.
Right.
I think I'm asking for the bare minimum, and if the bare minimum isn't going to be met, then that is what it is. But
fair.
I wiped everything off my phone. I texted my friend and said, I'm done. Don't ask me to do this again.
Knocked her straight out the game. That girl wiped her phone clean.
Because it's too much work. It's too much disappointment. And quite frankly, I have a much better time being alone and hang out with my friends. So men have just gotten such audacity and I don't have time for it. I really don't have the time for it.
So I'm in Trader Joe's, and just like every week, I see a possible potential husband.
Right.
Trader Joe's, there are some handsome men that go to Trader Joe's. So I'm walking around, and then all of a sudden, like, I go in the checkout line. The checkout line's always pretty long on a Sunday, and he got online 2 spots behind me. And, like, I kept seeing him, like, in my peripheral vision. And I was like, wow, he's, like, really cute. And I came straight from brunch, so, like, I know I looked good, or at least better than when I have no makeup on or anything.
Okay.
So I was like, oh my God, this could be like such a great meet cute. And so we get through the line and like I check out, he checks out. And then we left the store in opposite doors and I never said a word to him. And that about sums up my dating life. You're talking to a girl and she gets flirted with, and then later she kind of jokes with you and she's like, are you jealous?
I think if a guy hears that, that should be his first clue to run in the opposite direction.
And you say no? Wrong answer!
But is it really?
As a girl, we just want some slight confirmation, okay? It doesn't have to be anything too crazy or over the top.
Keyword there, girl. It seems some girls want guys that are basically insecure, while most women prefer men that are confident.
Dang.
Define soft life.
Soft life is ease. A nice, easy life. Like everything is easy. Everything is being taken care of, and I really don't have to do it. If I want to work, I can, but I don't have to do it.
Right.
Yeah.
Like it's being presented to me to receive.
When I hear women talk about soft life, I oftentimes get disgusted because it just seems like they don't want, you don't want to be a teammate, you don't want to be a partner, you want to be a companion. Like, you know what I'm saying? A companion, like you just here to kick it. Like, you know what I'm saying? I done did everything. So I done took all the risks, I done made all the investment, and you want to eat. Like, you know what I'm saying? And if we were, because you have business, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know, like, if you would let me partner in your business where you pay for everything, you take all the risk, and then I'm like, yes. But when you hit though, it's ours. It's ours. And you live I in a think soft you would look life. at me crazy, like, you know what I'm saying? So just that proposition, like that proposal to me, be like, yeah, I want a soft life.
Yeah,
Like,
I get what you're
I don't understand why any man would look at that and be like,
oh yeah.
Well, I've
I can get that.
experienced.
Like, you know what I'm saying? And then how you making my life soft? Or am I supposed to have the hard life so you can have the soft life?
Do y'all ever look at your check and just be like, I'm so happy that I'm a woman? Because like sometimes you're making the same amount as a man and like they pay for everything.
Yeah.
I mean like everything. Just think about it. Like when you go on a date, first date, like obviously if a man doesn't pay, you're not going to give him a second date. But just imagine if you and this man make the same amount of money and he's expected to pay for like first, second, third date and like the majority of stuff. Like, of course we pay for stuff too, but like the guys are just expected. Like if a guy does not pay for the first date,
You don't want to.
are you gonna go back out with him? No, probably not. Now imagine your salary, but having to actually spend it on somebody else and still keep up the expensive habits that you have. Like still keeping up your makeup, still keeping up your hair. The hair is expensive. We already know how much hair is. Yep. Still keeping up, I don't know, whatever your bad habit, minus travel, whatever. And having to include another person.
In everything.
Damn, when that bill come, like, ugh.
In everything.
That's motherfucker again. God knows my heart. You know I couldn't take no extra struggle.
And my husband is a great guy, but he's a creature of habit. Like he goes to the gym at the same time every day. He eats lunch at the same time every day. When we go to restaurants, it's the same local restaurant. We go on vacation, same vacation spot. I need some help. What can I do about it?
That doesn't sound too bad. Let's try it the other way. What if you're married to a guy who every shiny thing that he sees, every new thing, that's what catches his eye. That's what he wants to do. He's distracted by every new thing that happens. That's not a guy you want to be married to. That's a guy you end up in my office when you're married.
Oh, no, that's true.
Is that the person you marry has to be the best lover, best friend, best conversationalist. Maybe your husband's not the guy who's going to want to go out to every new restaurant. So maybe you go out with one of your girlfriends to the new restaurant. You're out at that restaurant, you come home, you say to your husband, oh, we went to the new restaurant, it was so amazing. He's going to want to try that restaurant.
Okay. That sounds good.
You've got a guy who likes the same thing. Well, guess what? He wants the same chick.
Come on a little closer. Come on in. Don't be scared. What's your name?
My name is Tavarius.
Tavarius, how old are you?
I'm 29.
And what do you do?
I actually am on tour for PBS Children's Story.
Oh, like you write children's books
Yeah,
or?
I have an animation company that I started when I was 21 years old.
An animation company that I started when I was 21 years old. I write books for little children. I'm on tour with PBS. And they popped a balloon. Stupid. The man didn't even get to say his name. On tour. with PBS, writing children's books. You don't even have to know the sales of children's books. You can hop on YouTube and see what content is doing for kids. Just a little unboxing of the newest Lego set. Millions of views. These young kids out here making money hand over fist before they even reach the age of 10. And this man's writing books for one of the biggest broadcasting networks. He's on tour with one of the biggest broadcasting networks in America. Pop they balloon already.
Nice.
And then it's basically about my childhood and teaching young black boys that black dads do care.
Wow.
And they say that black men don't want to be mentors to young black kids. They popped their balloon and the man said, I'm telling you my story and I want to show young black kids how to be successful. They popped a balloon on that before the man even said hi. He ain't even said hi yet.
I love that. Oh, okay. Now, what are some things you like to do for fun?
So I have a Airbnb that's kind of like in the lake. So I'm a nature boy. So I love to climb trees.
And he's got an Airbnb out in nature.
A time off. I love to draw. And I honestly just like peace. So I do a lot of peace and help for people who like need emotional regulation.
Okay, nice. Now, what are some things you look for in a woman?
I kind of take everybody for who they are.
Okay.
So,
and modern women want a man to be their peace. He said, I provide peace. I draw. I do things to help people emotionally when they're feeling anxious, when they're feeling stressed. I help people practice ways to decrease stress. And they popped a balloon before he even said his name.
If you are naturally more outgoing, I try to match that. If you're inside, I try to match that. So I'm kind of like, I like to make my woman happy.
Okay.
Yeah.
They got
now,
one
what are some
over
deal
there.
breakers?
Deal breakers
Happy to
is
see
if
that.
you don't have any passion, you know, like if you don't know what you want to do in life, I kind of can't help you with that. You know, you got to love yourself and figure that out for yourself.
Okay. All right. So we did get some pop balloons. Let's go on over.
You got to love yourself and you got to have a passion. If you don't have a passion, then I can't help you be passionate. Essentially, he said, if you don't have any direction in your life for yourself, I can't help you. If you're a bum, I can't help you not be a bum. And you popped your balloon on somebody saying that you need to have passion. You need to find what it is that you love to do. Huh?
There and see why they ended up
let's
popping.
pop.
All right, if we can start with your name and age and why you ended up popping your balloon.
Yes. Hi, I'm Ishi. I'm 28.
Nice to meet you.
Firstly, I want to say that you're a very well-rounded young man. Like everything that you have going on, A1. It was the attraction for me, and then also the height. I'm pretty tall, so
You're
I
not
want
pretty
somebody
tall.
that's gonna
You're in heels, stupid.
that I can look up to.
Cool.
Now, is she someone that's your type?
I think she's very gorgeous.
Mind you, once again, he's working with PBS. He's got an Airbnb. And she talking about, I want somebody that I can look up to.
Thank you.
I am 6'2".
That man is about to be, he's financially set. And then not only is he financially set, he's got somewhere that he can go to relax. A nice Airbnb out on the lake. And you talk about, that's not good enough. I want to be able to look up to you. Y'all are the same height and you in heels, stupid.
I don't know how tall you are, but yeah.
I'm taller than you. I'm talking, looking down at her.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right, let's go to our next lady here. Your name and age and why you ended up popping your
looking
balloon.
down at her.
Hi, I'm Tara. I'm 24 years old. And just initial attraction. You're very handsome and
Thank you.
really well groomed.
Thank you.
I think it was just initial attraction for me.
And now, is she someone that's your type?
Once again, I think all of these women are gorgeous. You know what I mean? So, yeah, I don't think I didn't.
Good for you, man.
What they said. So, just off
Good
of
for
looking
you,
at them,
man.
Beautiful.
Okay, cool. All right, let's go on over here. Your name and age and why you ended up popping your balloon.
Renee, I'm 25. I popped my balloon because of basically the height. I think you're very handsome, and I love that you're giving back to your community
Thank you.
with working with the kids. But yeah, it was just the height.
Yeah. And how tall are you?
I'm
5'11".
You're 5'11" and with heels right
I'm
now.
about 6 feet, 6'1".
And so now I'm looking you in your eyes. So
I don't think so. I think you're a little
Step to her.
taller than you.
She's 5'11",
She's
right?
5'11".
So now with the how tall them heels?
I'm not sure, but I think I'm about 6'1"
No,
right now.
You got heels on, man. Come on.
Yeah.
So that's like 6 what?
That's about 6'2".
And so where am I?
That's about 6'2", but she's taller than you right now.
With that right now.
You're about an inch shorter than her.
With heels on.
Okay, we'll give you 6'1".
With heels on.
1 inch. I'm sorry, ladies. So I'm not short though, right? I'm
No,
not a
you're
short
not short,
kid.
but you're just not
Thank you,
as
baby.
tall as I would like you to
It's
be. But
okay.
you're very handsome.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Man, once again, I want to stress to y'all, this man is about 6 foot, 5'11". If we're being nitpicky, this man is about 5'11". PBS, Airbnb. This man was well spoken. He's dressed nicely. They don't take my word for it. That's what they're saying. He's well rounded. But they still talking trash. They're still saying you're not good enough. Stupid.
I was making sure I'm not a liar though. You feel me? You feel me? Thank you.
All right, let's go to our next lady. Your name and age and why you ended up popping your balloon.
My name is Dee. I'm 27. I popped my balloon because you kind of look like my cousin.
I
I'm
get
so
it.
sorry.
I don't want to date my cousin either.
I know. But you look good.
You're gorgeous too.
Thank you.
Thank you. Very pretty skin. I like that.
Thank you so much. Chocolate.
Yes. All right, your name and age and why you ended up popping your balloon.
My name is Tiffany and I'm 26 and I initially popped it because of the outfit, but now that I get close to you and I heard what you say, I want my balloon back.
Thank you.
Cause I can always change your fit, baby. I love fashion. We can go shopping.
Thank you.
And,
And I actually have more fits in my book bag back there. You feel me? Like,
Can you get that balloon?
yeah. I don't mind. She asked for it. I'll hand it to you.
Thank you.
We'll be
I
back.
like spoiling my lady, man.
Okay, let's go into these next ones. Your name and age and why you ended up popping your balloon.
Hi, my name is Kamina. I'm 27, and I popped my balloon because, like she said, because I'm Haitian, and you look a lot like my relative.
Okay. Cool. Your relative's beautiful then.
Yeah, you are very handsome, though. You're very handsome and, well groomed, like she said. I agree.
So are you. Nice to meet you.
Thank you. Nice to meet you, too.
Okay, thank you. Let's go over here. Your name and age and why you ended up popping your balloon.
My name's Carrington. I'm 26.
I don't know if they like him. He's handsome because he's so put together. But I don't know if when they look at him, then they're like, oh man, this guy is like a model looking good. But like the guy is dressed nicely. Like he's clean everywhere. And then he's like seemingly the total package and they're still rejecting it. That's crazy. He's not raised his voice yet. He's not tried to take a dig at these ladies. And they still, they won't drop their pride and say, I was wrong. There was one lady so far that said, you know what? My bad. Can I have my balloon back?
Not because of the outfit. I mean, you are extremely handsome.
So I need to go back there. And
Yeah,
change.
honestly, like I'm so sorry. The outfit threw me. I don't know.
All right.
It's
Can you help me out? What's wrong with the
like
outfit,
the
ladies? What's wrong
combination.
with
Nothing's
it?
wrong with the combination.
I'm
I
colorblind,
don't like how it fits.
I'm colorblind, so like.
Oh, you match, baby, though.
Oh.
Like,
But yeah.
that's the fit. It's just how it fits kind of
Okay.
throws me. Like your body's great, your
Got you.
face is great, teeth,
Got you.
everything is
Got you.
eaten. But
It's just the outfit.
So I'm wrong. They think that he looks good, but they're talking about it. I don't even know what's going on anymore, but it's a plethora of stupid reasons. Well, I can't look up to you. I'm looking down at you right now. Well, I don't like the way you're dressed. You know that what are women expecting in relationships? What are these modern women expecting to do in a relationship? The man doesn't look bad. He can go into any business meeting, any presentation with this on and be successful. Now, if it's something that you don't like you said, this man's got enough money. He can go shopping and say, okay, maybe you should do this. Maybe this matches a little bit more. You can help him with that. If the man is helping you have a peaceful life, you don't have to worry about money. Don't you think that you can help him with some things? What are you guys expecting to do?
Yeah, like something about it is not.
It's too tight. It's too short. What is
It's probably too tight because
All right.
The way
I do
that
work
you,
out. You feel me?
yeah,
I do.
like, and we
Yeah.
can tell, and it would have shown in
Yeah.
anything, honestly.
Got you.
And I love everything that you said.
Got
So
you.
you
I
are.
gotta cancel my friends. They told me to wear that.
Yeah, that was they set you up, but
Yeah, they set me up crazy.
I would get my balloon back, but
Yeah. Yeah, no, I get it. First impressions, everything. I'm actually a professor and I teach that.
Professor.
So I teach
Look,
first
this
impressions.
my icing on.
And he's a professor. It keeps on getting worse. It keeps getting worse. This man is a professor. He's got an Airbnb. He's 6 foot, extremely handsome, got a good fit on. He writes children's books. He writes children's books, and they're still trying to justify why they popped for no good reason. Somebody's lying.
So I get it. Yeah.
Right, thank you. Let's go on over here.
And he's got a good sense of humor, and the man has not dogged one of them out. Hadn't even made a comment about, oh, well, you know, I don't like your shoes, or yeah, your hair is a little trashy. He said all down the road, all the ladies here are beautiful. All of them.
Your name and age and why you ended up popping your balloon.
I'm Kay. I'm 27. It was just a fit thing. Like, yeah, for sure. The pants are definitely too tight.
Way too tight, right?
But you're not unattractive though.
Gotcha,
Yeah,
thank you,
you're.
thank you.
Yeah.
My grandma
But
told me
that's
the
definitely
creases.
what
You
it
gonna
was.
put the creases?
Yeah,
I'm
no.
old
That
school,
was
man.
back in the gal. Yeah.
Yeah. But I treat my lady old school.
For sure.
You know,
For sure. I
so
respect
yeah.
it. Yeah.
Thank you.
Let's go here. Your name and age and why you ended up popping your balloon.
My name is Christina. I'm 24. I popped because I didn't feel like a spark and
Mhm.
because of the fit as well. But I
Gotcha.
really like your personality.
Thank you. Thank you. Mhm.
Our last lady here. Name and age and why you ended up popping your balloon.
Hello, I'm Kia, 29. I don't see anything wrong with your fit, and I also love the shoes, love the
Thank you.
creases. I'm old school as well. Was really close with my grandmother, so I understand.
I'm
You
a
also
grandma's
work out.
baby. I'm a
Yeah,
grandma's baby.
so am
That's
I.
like my mama.
She's on my screensaver.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
I think you look great. Just initially, I wasn't initially attracted. I didn't want to immediately pop.
Yeah.
I wanted you to have the platform to be able to speak and give a little background about yourself. It's just a small group of women. Your woman might not be here, but there's plenty of millions of women watching. But she might be here.
For sure.
Why did
So,
you pop
I'm
though?
rooting for you.
For sure. For sure. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you so much.
Let's head on back to our lady over here. All right.
And she said she wasn't attracted, but she did want to give him a chance to speak. I actually appreciate that.
Any questions between the two of you? Feel free.
Do you have any kids?
No kids. No
I have a
kids.
kid.
Okay, cool. And how old?
2.
Okay, awesome. What's the situation with your?
Me and my son's father do week to week. We have good co-parenting relationship.
That's awesome. And why did that end?
It ended because I was in a relationship with him for 6 years and he didn't marry me.
Oh, got you. So it was a boundary.
Yeah, I had to
Got you.
stand on business. I had to go.
Awesome.
And, I was with him from 19 till.
Legit didn't stand on business before you had a child, but she's nice, so I ain't gonna trash her too much.
7-8 months ago.
Got you. So childhood.
Yeah.
Got you. Cool. I have a question. If you don't mind. What's your favorite genre of music and the artist?
I love R&B and pop, and my favorite artist is Michael Jackson.
Okay. Word. Okay. Do you like to dance?
Yes, I love to dance. I'm a dancer. I'm an
I've
exotic
dated
dancer.
a lot of dancers.
Really?
Yeah, I've dated a lot of dancers. Yeah.
Okay, so you don't have no problem with that.
I think I'm good with a young lady right now.
Come on, Tiffany. Come on up. Come on up. All right. So he said he's good. Are you good? No. Any other questions? Where do you live?
I'm on tour right now on PBS for TB Adventures. So I'm traveling to different cities and just educating kids right now.
So you love kids, you just don't have any.
What do you say?
You love kids, you just don't have
I don't have it. I'm 29, so I didn't.
She said, listen, man, I don't know if he was hearing what she just said. What she just said, I'm an exotic dancer. Okay.
Didn't get to having kids yet.
Do you want kids?
I do want kids. I would love to see my kids see TB on the screen, which is me.
Oh.
That's like, I'm a superhero at that point, you know? That's dope.
I want more kids. I just want to be married first.
That's fine with me.
Man, he probably didn't marry you because you were out there in the club taking your clothes off. I'm confused, man. Like you really don't have to do this. You missed it on this show. Just go somewhere else at this point in time. I'm serious.
That's fine with me.
Well, then, is it going to be a yes for you for him?
Yes.
And is it a yes for you for her?
For sure.
We got a match!
I'll take this mic and you guys can go on off. Let's
He didn't really understand what she just said.
make it up. Let's make some noise. Yes.
I don't know who needs to hear this, but you need to stop putting a premium on these certain people if you are looking for love. I watched a clip of the Pop the Balloon show with the episode featuring Tavarius, and he walks in, he says his name, and pretty much all the balloons except for like 1 or 2 are popped. The host then asks him what he does for a living, and we learn that he's on tour with PBS. He writes books for children. He spends a lot of time in nature because emotional regulation is so important to him. He goes out of his way to mention how important to him it is to make his partner happy, right? Now, I understand the importance of physical attraction if you're in a relationship with someone. And the fact is that being 6'5" and having a superb sense of fashion does not guarantee that someone's going to be a high caliber father. It doesn't guarantee that they're going to be the type of husband who loves you in a way that makes you bloom. None of that is guaranteed by that sort of premium on those types of qualities. So my 3 takeaways from watching that clip was I couldn't even finish the episode because I was just so annoyed and frustrated. But I digress. 3 biggest takeaways are: number 1, I hope Tavarius found love. Number 2 are that you need to dig deeper, because the only thing that matters at the end of the day are the things that are hard-coded into people's character, which determines how they show up in your relationship and just how they navigate through the world. And then the 3rd takeaway is that you need to look longer, because so many of the non-starters that people complain about, like outfits, are things that can change over time. You know how easy it is to get someone to change from cargos into tailored trousers?
Easy.
I don't know. At the end of the day, strategically and from an emotional standpoint, you need to play chess, not checkers.
And all of them weren't playing any games, really. Like there's no strategy in what they were doing. They weren't even playing checkers. They just not even playing tic-tac-toe. They weren't playing anything. And whatever they were playing, if they were playing anything, they were losing at it, because they were trash at me. Oh, you're fit. It was just a fit for me. The man just described a life that most women would be okay with. And the dude looked good. Oh, it was just, I wasn't attracted. You're handsome, but it was just a fit. What? You know, you can change that. You can switch that up. That might be a cultural thing. The man is on tour with PBS. I keep on saying that. So apparently PBS did not have a problem with it. They think he looks good. But you guys, with whatever you're doing, he's not good enough. A woman tried to argue him down, that she was taller than him, and he's looking down at her. How can you win? Oh, I just want somebody to be a little bit taller. You're in heels. You're in heels, and you're an inch taller than I am. Are you joking? And they wonder why. Can't figure it out. What do? Do I go on the dating apps? What do I meet somebody at church? Where do I go? Wonder why they can't find love. Wonder why they single. But that's just my opinion. Until the next video, I'm out.